Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, passing may be at a premium, at least for one side. The Bengals are #1 in pass defense, and they're going up against a Lions offense that knows they'll be challenged.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. To throw is Stafford. This is Riddick on the screen. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Throwing is Stafford. Complete to Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a second down. Now Riddick. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
From the red zone now, Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. So the D-line's going to spread out. First carry for Matt Forte. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down. shy of the 20. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Play clock winding down. Back to throw. Robinson flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jared Davis, the rookie from Florida, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. The play clock's running down. Looking to throw. Robinson. And that's complete to LaFleur. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Now the rookie from Oklahoma, it's Joe Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
They'll go option to the short side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. To throw is Robinson, operating from the gun, eluding the pressure right, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Bills out to an early lead against the Patriots. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. We remind you, no night game tonight on Christmas Eve, but we make that up with 2 games under your tree tomorrow. Oh, that's nice. I'm just reading the card. I got to give props to our writer, Ed Brady, there. But we start with the Steelers and Texans at 4:30 Eastern, followed by the Raiders and Eagles, a Super Bowl 15 rematch. You impressed that I know that?
I'm very much impressed that you know that. Who was the MVP?
Yep, that'll be at 8:30 Eastern from Philadelphia. After the run, now Stafford going to throw. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now it's Stafford. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play down.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Out of the gun, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ezekiel Ziggy Ansah with a tackle for loss. Just think he's still learning the game of football. Didn't play a heck of a lot of it in his native country, and at BYU was just scratching the surface before he hit the NFL.
Yeah, from Ghana, where he really liked soccer and basketball, but football's okay for him, right?
Yeah, I think it's worked out very well. Drafted on potential, he's realizing it here.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Let's go. White, 90. White, 90. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio.
Robinson now to throw from his end zone. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 41-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Lions will take over. Here's Riddick. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They go back to Riddick. And some room to work. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Stafford on 1st down. Ebron caught left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. Looking deep here for Ebron. And it's intercepted in the end zone. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Robinson on first down. Buying time to his left. There's Robinson showing the flash. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. And a Wildcat formation here. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Flex round! Flex round!
Here's Robinson on third down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Now some love it, some hate it. Here it is. It's the Wildcat look. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now this time he'll look to throw. Room here to run. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a third down. Play action. Stafford. And Tate's got it. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept him on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Stafford here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Geno Atkins with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, bit of a surprise going on in Carolina. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. They'll need to get the play off quickly. First try for the right arm of Dalton here. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. On the ground, it's Reddick. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
Second down following the run. Reddick with a carry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals take possession. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now Mixon. And he's got some space here. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are in for 6. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically. Because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. On the run, Abdullah. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll make it third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. And very little issue in that one for the Redskins, opening their lead a bit further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Play clock winding down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Looking to throw on second down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Now the Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll run here with Mixon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. The play clock's running down.
Here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The toss play to Mixon. And some space here. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And to give this time to the tailback. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And Bullock will put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this would be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out now come the Lions. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Stafford. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. One last throw here for Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final shot. They'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for the Bengals, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.